Hi everyone, my name is Vinod Sanadhya. We are pleased that you are taking time out of your busy day to know more about serverless integration. Please feel free to put your questions anytime using the tab at the right side of your screen. We'll try to answer as many of your questions as possible at the end of the presentation. We will also send everyone an email with a link to the recording and the presentation slides in a week or two. Please allow me a minute to introduce SyncX. SyncX is an OpenXcell Technolabs company. We have around 50 plus passionate team members at SyncX. Major solutions offered by SyncX are SaaS based integration, API endpoints and data warehousing. Let me also introduce OpenXcell. OpenXcell Technolabs is a CMI level 3 and ISO 9000-2008 certified company located in India and USA. We are a team of enthusiastic designers, developers and managers exceeding the strength of 200. We have strong hold in mobile app development, web development, e-commerce development and enterprise systems. We have delivered quality solutions across the globe. The presentation will be carried out by Saurabh Mehta. Saurabh is working as a business manager at SyncX. Saurabh has 7 years of experience in IT industry and has delivered various integration solutions globally. So now I hand over the mic to Saurabh.
Thank you, Vinod. Hello, everyone. Today we are going to discuss more about server integration. I will try to give you an overview of what exactly is server integration, serverless integration, what SyncX is all about, and what are our offerings. So in today's session, we'll be discussing mainly about the enterprise solution, how they used to exist in past, what problems did they face, the, the development of SaaS-based softwares in recent few years, and then after that, I'll discuss about SyncX, what exactly is SyncX, what we do, how we can solve the existing business problems. So to begin with, I'll discuss about the legacy enterprise solutions, that how the solution used to exist in the past. There were a large number of companies who bought in the 1990s the ideas of packaged software solutions. These solutions came from companies such as SAP, PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, Siebel, Oracle, etc. With the idea that it would be able to solve most, if not all, the problems ailing the particular company. In many cases, although the package software solution worked well individually, it was highly impossible to integrate with the other systems within the enterprise. In the most cases, each system produced redundant sets of information such as customer information and other informations. The result of this was that when something like customer data changed, the company was required to have someone manually update the same information in other system. As can be imagined, this situation became not only costly but cumbersome, as well as data across system became inconsistent due to sheer effort required to keep the data synchronized. The problems that cropped up with the double data entry, inconsistent data, and data isolation problems forced companies to ultimately seek to find a solution to integrate the system. And this is out of this search that the area of enterprise application integration was born. Now, what is basically an enterprise application integration? AIA is architecture style of integrating different services and data in softwares. In the image shown, you can see that there are different systems of SAP, IBM, Internet, C, C++, RDBMS, and they are being connected by one to each other. Now, uh, so it was, ELI looks to simplify and automate business processes without the need of comprehensive changes to the existing applications and data structures. As the organization evolves over time, it creates new departments with specific area of focus, interest, and expertise, as well as merges with the other organization. Within this organization, all the departments must work together, sharing business processes and data in order to achieve the overall goals and vision of the organization. New business processes develop over time to help achieve new goals or further realize existing goals. This can be done either by a purchase or development of a software application whose purpose is support to set the business process, or organization can end up with a wide range of sometimes overlapping, conflicting and incompatible applications and systems. Now, the basic to overcome this problem, we came up with the solution of point-to-point integration. wherein each system was connected to other systems. Now there were some problems with the point-to-point integration. In order to address the problems around the sharing and integration of data, AI developers choose to pursue point-to-point solution initially as they find it easy to understand, quick to implement, and low in cost when they were just were few systems to integrate. Like say if there were 2 to 3, it was the best method at that time. In a point-to-point integration, one application would make direct database calls to another application database tables using API, like Java database connections. Initially, it would seem that this was the way of integrating two applications using point-to-point integration solution should be the best choice. The problem is that beyond a very small number of applications, as you integrate more and more applications, the situation becomes more difficult to manage. And this was clearly visible where the organizations which were supposed to be in a particular area were growing global. They were having different systems, and the problem was increasing day by day. An infrastructure based on strictly point-to-point methods of integration has proved to be a brittle. Each application ends up tightly coupled with other applications through their point-to-point links. This leads to a situation where even a slight change in one application can break the integration links with other application integrated. Also, the number of integration points required to support increases as a new applications are added. On the screen, you will see a system or an organization which has 5 systems. So when you have 5 applications integrated with each other, they will require 10 different integration points. You can see that from 1 to 10, all the integration points have been marked carefully. This means that each additional application that needs to be integrated will not only have harder to integrate, but also to maintain over its life cycle. So the problem of point-to-point integration was very, very big. The systems were not that efficient. The data in one was not correct into the other. So what we came up was middleware. Now what is basically a middleware? Middleware is a glue that connects different computer systems. We all know that each computer system stores information in different formats, and to communicate that information to another, we need another format. So we came up with a solution named middleware. It is used to communicate between two different systems. Now what was the benefits of middleware based integrations? The intermediate layer that can serve to isolate the changes in application is middleware. The task of middleware is to provide a mediation point between applications. Middleware supplies generic interfaces which can be used by all integrated applications in order to pass message to each other. Each interface serves to provide access to business processes provided by the integrated application. This type of middleware is used quite frequently in development of SOA, or better known as Service-Oriented Architecture. The figure The figure shown on the screen is a conceptual explanation of use of middleware. You can see there are 2 systems and 2 databases, and there are only 4 points, wherein you must have seen in the earlier slide about point-to-point integration, wherein I had 5 systems and there were 10 connections. So it means the connections were increasing. It was double the quantity of the system. So the complexity was more, whereas in middleware the complexity is less. The use of service-oriented architecture allows you to swap in and out application without impacting on existing applications connected to the middleware. In contrast to point-to-point integration, there is a one-to-one correspondence between application and integration points. For example, if there are 10 applications, they are to be integrated in your IT landscape, there will be only 10 integration points. Wherein in point-to-point, if there were 10 applications, we used to have 20 points. This middleware-based solution can easily support large number of integrated applications while at the same time requiring less maintenance, which means less cost, which means less human power. Now, we have talked a lot about middleware. So there must be some benefits which I would like to show over the point to point. The EAI based on mediator pattern using middleware allows you to perform complex operations such as transformation, aggregation, routing, splitting, and converting messages, as well as using orchestration to create new business process that use the data and business process of various applications in way that previously was impossible, which I have clearly shown using the comparison between point to point and middleware. In return for the upfront cost of the complexity of the setting up and configuration of the middleware, you are able to leverage and exploit your integration architecture in ways that were previously unimaginable. The AI architecture generally provides the following benefits. The first was reusability. Since there was no between infrastructure, the code was reusable. Encapsulation, it was highly secured. The distribution, partnership, scalability, performance was enhanced. The time taken from the date for the data to go from one system to another system was reduced. Reliability was improved. I told you during the point-to-point integration that the system was brittle, and if there's change in any one system, the other system used to crash. So the reliability was much better. Manageability, increased consistency and flexibility, support for multiple clients, independent developments, rapid developments, composition, configurable, and last but not the least, the most important, security. The data was secured. Now I like to throw some. Now as the time progressed, we moved from an enterprise solution which was based on servers to cloud. Now what is cloud? SaaS, software as a service. Nowadays more and more organizations are moving towards having a SaaS based software. So I'll name it as modern enterprise solution, wherein all the things are not stored on the servers which are being maintained by the companies, whereas all the things are stored on a cloud which are being maintained by a third party. Now what is a SaaS based software? A SaaS based software is a service provided as a software wherein all the things are stored on servers, let's say Amazon database servers, and all the people can simply access their softwares using a simple internet connection. Nowadays, more and more companies are moving to SaaS-based software for their different automated processes like inventory management, payroll, HR management, CRM management, their email, the e-commerce, Salesforce automation. Everything is being moved to SaaS based. Now the same problem arises in SaaS also. There were different softwares. For example, let's say an inventory based software and an accounting software. Now what to do? How to transfer the data? So to solve that problem, we designed a middleware by the name SyncX. What is SyncX? SyncX is leader in custom integration. It will change the way your organization works. SyncX provides excellent business agility to organization by connecting software application, data and devices both on premises and in the cloud with APIs. We've offered three types of solution. The first is SaaS integrations, API endpoints, and data warehousing. Now what is SaaS integrations? Uh, I'll explain them more in details, but if we just want to talk about short SaaS definition, that SyncX develop custom integration between different SaaS applications used by an organization to move and use data seamlessly. API endpoints, we develop API for your in-house developments. And data warehousing, it's a warehouse for data where you can do all your research and analysis. I'll now explain one by one what exactly I mean by SaaS integration, API endpoints, and data warehousing. Now SaaS integration. SaaS, nowadays, if I want to name some few major SaaS softwares, it will be Salesforce for managing the sales. It will be Zoho CRM for managing the CRM. It will be OrderHive for managing the inventory management solution. Now what exactly these things are doing is Salesforce is for sales, OrderHive is for inventory management. Now if I want to integrate both those systems so that the Salesforce which is performing the sales, I can connect them with the sales which was with the revenue which was earned by the inventory. So for that we came up with a SaaS based integration. So SyncX provides SaaS integration solutions implemented using microservices and serverless architecture. SAS makes integration with the existing system easy without the additional requirement of infrastructure and resources. Enterprises with SAS integration solutions are succeeded in increasing the productivity and reach a level up from their current position. Now we provide two types of SaaS integrations. The first is SaaS integration with the on-premise apps. SyncX SaaS integration help enterprise to copy, clean and sync their SaaS application data hassle-free and secure with their on-premise enterprise application and databases. Implemented to connect to advanced APIs, SyncX Cognitive UI makes synchronization with cloud data a matter of click. The second is SaaS integration that fits the cloud. Complementing the cognitive and the agile SaaS model, SyncX delivered nimble and easy integration solution that smoothen the technical operations. SyncX user-friendly UI significantly lowers the development cost and allows you to focus on business benefits while maximizing the efficiency and productivity. The next is API endpoints. Now, what exactly we mean by API endpoints? Uh, we have APIs available for major of the software like PayPal, UPS, QuickBooks, Google API integration. But then what about the in-house developments which were done? So API is so we came up with the solution for SyncX solution so that we can integrate application using APIs with endpoints. So API is a common approach to communicating with the advanced platform technology. SyncX has myriad of options to imbibe these API endpoints, allowing data synchronization between two different platforms without a need for a connector. Using any of the options, we can fulfill any requirement of platform integration with REST-based endpoints. So the easiest task is that if you have an in-house development or you have made an e-commerce website for which you do not have an API and you find it difficult to integrate with any of the other solutions. So here we are. SyncX will help you to develop API endpoints and we will help you to integrate it with any of the services which you want, that is PayPal, UPS, QuickBooks and many more. The next and the most important part is data warehousing. So nowadays you must be hearing a lot about predictive analytics, business analytics. People want to predict their success, their failures. So what is the fact on which they are working? They are thinking about these failures and success rates. That is the data. A huge amount of data is being dumped every day in form of social media, in form of the system, the enterprise solutions which we are using, and there are many different formats. So what is basically data warehousing? So you have an inventory management solution and you have a sales management solution. You have data, customer data in inventory management, and you have sales data for that particular customer in a sales management software. Now, if you want to carry out any research analysis, you want to carry out an RFP analysis to find that which was the customer which was most recently and most financially sound and helped and was the best customer. So what to do? So here comes the role of SyncX. We will bring data from whatever software you have into one integrated software. Let it be Amazon Redshift, BigQuery, Oracle DB2, IBM, any kind of business intelligence software which you have. We will bring all your data from your different softwares into our system. So large, as we all know that large data is transformed globally in fact-based information system by various companies as a part of their business strategy. This data transformation is possible because of data warehousing and business integration services. Data warehousing helps big companies to bring data from various resources into one and perform various functions like predictive analysis, data visualization, etc. So next time, if you feel that you have data, huge amount of data in form of Excel or database stored in your different softwares, just go for SyncX. We will bring all your data, and if you want that it should have a data visualization, then we can integrate the same with Tableau, and you will have all your data at one place, and you can have a data visualization which will help you to take a calculated risk decisions. So this is what I can say, a diagram showing that what all functionalities a SyncX can do. That's transfer of data from endpoint to endpoint with cognitive computation. Now, as I told you earlier that nowadays, day by day, the people are moving to more cloud apps. web apps, and mobile apps. So here we are with SyncX. You can integrate any of your cloud apps for CRMs, payments, emails, HRM, financials, etc., and web Shopify, WordPress, WooCommerce, Magento, BigCommerce, and mobile apps, of course, because mobile is the most advanced technology at present time. So iOS, Android apps. And from there, you can bring any data, whatever you want, into any format which you want and put into your data warehouse or any other cloud apps, that is CRMs, payment, emails. And the below of this screen, you can see few of the companies which we have integrated already. The major among them is Amazon, Shopify, eBay, ShipStation, BigCommerce. The next is few of our clients. So the first client is Smitten. With Smitten, we have integrated their mobile app, their iOS and Android based app with Zendesk, so that as soon as the order is created, a ticket is automatically created in Zendesk. And if there is a problem with orders, their customer support can directly talk to their customers on Zendesk. The second is OrderHive for the inventory management solution. And third is Algolia for their searching and sorting needs. The second is Byju's. Byju's is a startup, an educational startup with over 2,000 users using at present at one instant the software, and we have integrated Byju's with a data visualization tool so that all their sales can be produced in a form of graph, that is line graph, bar graphs. Big Papa Smokers, well known for their barbecue stores and barbecue products in America. We have integrated the Magento store with OrderHive and Tableau. So whatever is their sales as per their location, all the data is being transferred to Tableau, and from Tableau they can make all the things which are necessary for their data visualization. The next is Freeletics, better known as the healthy app for America. We have integrated Shopify and FTP, so that as soon as the order comes in Shopify, it is reflected to FTP, and through FTP it is uh, FTP is gone. If FTP, the data is shifted to their suppliers. The next is ADI. They have integrated QuickBooks and Shopify so that whatever sales they do, whatever payments they get are directly being synced into QuickBooks to have their financial needs. And the next is an example for API endpoints, which we made for a company by the name of Sisoki. So before I conclude, I just want to say that if you have any questions, we'll be sharing you this presentation. If you have any question, please feel free to put in your queries and I'll be happy to help you. Now I'll again ask Vinod to conclude, and if
Thank you, Saurabh. It was nice presentation, and I hope that you have delivered all the objectives which we have decided before the presentation. I think we have one question regarding the presentation slides and video. So definitely we will share the presentation slides and the video in a week or two. And for one-to-one discussion, you can definitely contact to us, and our skilled team members can have a direct communication with you. So now we can conclude the presentation. Thank you all to join the webinar. Thank you, Saurabh, for your insight on SyncX and other things. So thank you. Bye.